Peace. And, and happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. And you already know where we not going. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. Right now, I'm gonna do a post new moon video. But in this one, I'm just focused more on just generally just talking about dealing with the Leo energy. Matter of fact, just recently on the 23rd, we had the new moon in Leo that that just came through. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that, in essence, how to deal with that energy. Because even though, say for instance, it was yesterday, that energy is still dealing with you on this day, and it's gonna be tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you kind of be dealing with it until it start getting closer to the next moon cycles, which I'm gonna speak a little bit on that, where you got the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse in August, both in Leo, which I speak on that. But we had the new moon in Leo, July 23rd. Matter of fact, July 23rd, the birthday of Haile Selassie. The constellation Leo is associated with the tribe of Judah in the Bible. So you see that correlation and why Rastafari. And then the beginning, the head of the line in the constellation name is Rossi Laced. Rossi Laced. Something like that. I don't want to slaughter the last part of it, but but Ross meaning head, but matter of fact, Rastafari, y'all, you know, spiritually chanting and things of this nature be very strong right now, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with that energy of Leo. That's basically like the energy of Rastafari, indirectly, you know. But dealing with Leo deals with like the heart, a matter of fact, terminology, lion heart, you know what I'm saying? Having that courage, but that love, matter of fact, dealing with love, confidence, joy, deals with the sun energy, a matter of fact, Rastafari, sun, you know what I'm saying? But deals with the sun energy. And also you can see the sun like sunshine in the sky, and then sun like, like a child, because it deals with childlike energy also. It deals with our childlike nature and behavior. So, also dealing with that. And it deals with the solar plexus, the sun within our solar system, you know what I'm saying? We have a central sun also, and that's the solar plexus. So, in which one of the many suns, because the pioneer shine like a sun too also, and actually has rings around it whenever it's, secreted by the Christ oil from the base of the root chakra. But also, in which I try not to get too deep into technical, stuff, because I'm not, I'm getting there, I'm learning, but like, oh yeah, Mars is squaring Uranus, and Uranus is 7 degrees off of Jupiter. Like I'm not, I'm learning, but but I do know that Mars energy is dealing with, this new moon that just passed. So you're gonna have the added aspect of fiery passion, drive, determination, that masculine assertiveness to to dealing with all the things, dealing with the Leo energy. So how I just spoke on love, confidence, joy, childlike behavior. It's gonna deal with it too in a fiery passion. Drive, determination, like way. And matter of fact, also dealing with the new moon. The new moon is all about new beginnings. So all this, all each energy of, the different planets line up together with working on this, you know what I'm saying? So you get the aspect, like say for instance, if it was Mercury, then it would be dealing with communication and love and confidence and joy from the Leo, like however the planets go. And it's dealing with us, basically moving into the air, with all these full moons and these all these moon cycles in general. Think of it as, like I always say, like the easiest way to think of it is like a vibrational shower, a vibrational bath. We're being purged. We're being purged out of our ego and into our spirit, into our true inner being, you know what I'm saying? And dealing with the Leo is dealing with having fun, being playful and joyous, like in this time, whether it's spiritual growth or dealing with our, a lot of us being entrepreneurs and working on certain things, but we taking things a little too serious. We're working a little too hard. We're going back into that, basically what, that physical existence of the egotistical world we live in, as far as like everything is physical, work, logic, you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't play games, don't have fun, no right brain, no imagination. It's like, nah, bring that, don't forget about that part of it, to get in touch with that inner child basically. And to, sometimes like I'm Capricorn, like I'm always trying to work and this and that. It's like sometimes I tell myself, man, just go sit down somewhere and just don't do nothing for at least 30 minutes, just stop reading a book, stop trying to make a video and just go sit down somewhere, and go have some fun. Like go, go talk to somebody, go take a walk, go do something, you know what I'm saying? But have some type of fun, get out and do something, you know what I'm saying? And don't forget that life is about being joyous and playful, you know what I'm saying? That fakeness of, oh, everything is about hard work, and the only way you could be successful is through hard work and half killing yourself. And nah, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing too, where we moving out of that, you know what I'm saying? So, basically, which I get into that with the Leo energies is giving us confidence with moving out of, these older behaviors and stuff like this. And basically also spontaneous childlike behavior also, how, man, a child, you ever watch a child play, they're not like, I wonder if I should run this way. I wonder if I should jump on this counter. Like children not like using their brain and over analyzing things before they do it. They just do it, you know what I'm saying? They going in the flow with things. They're in alignment with their intuition. They, flowing. Because what we may see is like, oh, them hurting themselves. Nah, that's the experience. They learn the contrast and the different dualities of the universe so they could move forward with the experience of knowing, all right, that stove hot. You know, the corner of that coffee table hurt when you hit your head on. You know what I'm saying? Like it is experience, so that'll teach you anyway. But again, it's just about the spontaneous childlike behavior. Being in that. Like Michael Jackson said, not being childish but childlike. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. Keeping that childlike behavior, keep us in alignment with our soul. Our soul and spirit is like, it's like a child in essence. So that connects you back to your spirit, your soul, your true being in essence. And right now, too, is a time to really, again, which that's been the theme of 2007, moving more and more into being your authentic self, taking calculated risks, you know what I'm saying? Like, get in alignment, meditate, quiet that mind, and follow that intuitive impulse. You know what I'm saying? It might take you to, it might seem like you're going, oh, why is it telling me to go to a dollar store? Like, why? And you go to the dollar store and you meet the person you're supposed to line up with, whatever the case may be. But, just take risks on anything. Take risks, which going to the dollar store ain't about taking risks. but but taking risks also as far as like that's more about following intuition. But taking risks with the business things are following intuitive insights of like, all right, something tells you to start this business in this direction. And, go with the flow of that idea, you know what I'm saying? That's your spirit, your inner being pushing you towards that also, you know what I'm saying? But take risks, like anything, if you could sit back and not get no answer, or you could go and live and get your yes or no. Like you could stand back and just let life pass you by and wonder what if, like what if I would have did that? What if I would have took that risk? What? Or you could take that risk. You know what I'm saying? Like right now is the perfect time for us. Source is on our side trying to help us win. Like Source is trying to give you the W. All of us is W. That's why I tell people there's no competition. We all could win right now. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta tune in and tap in, to the winning vibration. But Source is trying to help us with that, trying to push us that like I said again, that's what's dealing with the Leo, like say for instance, because we got this new moon in Leo, July 23rd, and then coming in August, we got the lunar eclipse in Leo and a solar eclipse in Leo. All this energy in Leo is to help us to have confidence, joy, and love to go through this awakening, to go through this situation with confidence, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, we're taking risks and all this is like the Leo energy, that solar plexus energy is giving us confidence to be who we truly are, to be who we truly are, and to move forward into being our authentic selves and to get into our true life purpose and stop worrying about what the society think or worrying about being different. You're here to be different in essence, you know what I'm saying? Like yes, we're all interconnected, but you have a vibrational signature that's gonna bring something different to the to you know to our physical existence that's gonna help spark evolution, like our differences is the catalyst to evolution in essence, you know what I'm saying? So be yourself, deal with your true life purpose, like don't and, and I find myself doing it sometimes where a little bit I kind of get into like, you know, I don't want to so and so gonna really think I'm like nah, like all the way, be yourself all the way, all the way. Matter of fact, now it's not the time to to stall on that, like be yourself. Matter of fact, Lionheart, be fearless with confidence and moving forward, you know, because being worrying about what somebody else think is a fear in essence, you know what I'm saying? Because you're fearing their opinion, you're fearing what they feel about you, you know what I'm saying? Be fearless, be confident, you know what I'm saying? Know that your inner source is guiding you in the right direction, you know what I'm saying? The place that you really truly want, soulfully want to be in. Because that's another thing too with the eclipse coming up. Well, August 7th, you got the lunar eclipse, you know, and then August 21st, you got the solar eclipse, and that's solar eclipse on the 21st is dealing with the new moon, and the lunar eclipse is a full moon. So that on August 21st, is the eclipse dealing with new beginnings, like eclipse, root word clips, like clip that it's almost like that last call for alcohol in essence, like time to clip that ego, time to really clip all those negative thought forms and ideas and things that's not going to serve you moving forward on this journey, you know what I'm saying? It's time to eclipse that energy and have that new beginning, the new moon bringing in that new beginning with the eclipse, you know what I'm saying? And all dealing with Leo, so it's all trying to give you a little confidence push. Like it's basically like, come on, you could do it. You could do it and think about it. That's no coincidence that you're dealing with, moon cycles, all three of them back to back in Leo, you know what I'm saying, at this moment, you know what I'm saying, right before eclipse. You know what I'm saying? That's confidence because the universe knows, source knows that, like it's gonna be hectic to get rid of your ego after being brainwashed after so long. So here, I'm gonna give you a little confident vibration, a little heart, Leo deals with the heart, a little heart feeling vibration to make you comfortable to move into this and trust that things are gonna be all right. So, just trust and be confident, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was dealing with the Leo energy. Is to give you that, that good vibe, to help you be comfortable and not be so overwhelmed moving forward. And then and just dealing with energy in general, you know what I'm saying, outside of all the new moons, just dealing with any and all types of energy as far as like us on the ascension process right now. Like do your best to not be so hard on yourself. Like you're not gonna necessarily maintain that zen that like you're not gonna perfectly maintain that zen space during these times. Like right now, like our body is being purged, being thrown up and down, side to side, all over the universe, like right now. So don't lose your confidence in what you're doing and where you're headed because of these, because of this uncomfortable feelings that are coming from, all these vibrational changes. Don't let that make you feel like, man, like what's going on? I'm off my note or this and that. Like you good, it's just what we have to go through, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like where after a storm, the negative ions is popping and you could feel the cleanliness of the air. A lot of people don't know that, but that's why I feel good to come outside after it finished raining and or after it finished, definitely after a thunderstorm, because you could feel the electrical negative ions and that energy making you feel good. But it came after some hectic stuff, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, seen as hectic. But like we go through these things in order to grow is the alchemy and transmutation, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be, simple. Matter of fact, because I remember like when I did my other video on one of the moon cycles, I'm like, bruh, I've been dealing with this energy, like, so no matter like even the people that's far along on their spiritual growth dealing with these energies, you know what I'm saying? Like it's very strong energies that's affecting all of us strongly. So don't be hard on yourself and don't think like, damn man, I'm not like, bruh. Like, nah, we going through a lot of stuff. Our past lives are revisiting us so we could, get rid of the old things that's no longer serving us and move forward, or make sure we're not bringing nothing that's detrimental to us into our future. Like all this is going on, but it's to help us spiritually grow, a spiritual bath. It's like we're going through a car wash, you know what I'm saying? Each month has a different type of soap on it. As above, so below, I can find an analogy and everything, but it's like going through the car wash and, July got a different type of, soap that's going to clean you in a certain vibrational way, and August got a different type of soap, like it's all just cleaning you until you come out on the end squeaky clean with a soul that's just shining like, you know what I'm saying? That's that's what it's all about. And then right quick, lastly, just a few crystal suggestions to deal with. Matter of fact, dealing with kind of dealing with solar plexus energy, Leo energy, and helping you on your spiritual growth. Which I'm gonna start off the list by saying get you a piece of moldavite right now. Like if you could find a piece of moldavite before this eclipse, and even better before the lunar eclipse in August, not the big one in August 21st. If you could find yourself a piece of moldavite before then, that would tremendously help your transformation. Mark my words, like the only way I see that you would get a piece of moldavite before this eclipse and it not work is if you got like a fake piece of moldavite or something, like, because like moldavite, and I could imagine how strong it's gonna be. Like matter of fact, I would suggest too, since I'm suggesting this, let me make sure and get that disclaimer. You really definitely dealing with it. You would want to have like some tourmaline, maybe rose quartz and black obsidian with you too, as far as dealing with, because it really overwhelms you and pushes you forward with the growth, faster than any other stone I heard of and experienced with myself. Like that, like it was well worth the money I paid for it because it gave me, it pushed me on my growth, But Moldavite is definitely a good stone. It's gonna deal with the heart, the heart chakra, how your heart also deal with you know, interstellar and interdimensional properties are extraterrestrial, which is no really extraterrestrial. We are the extraterrestrial stuff in our DNA, and the prana we breathe is outer space in essence. You know what I'm saying? But as it is to say, far further out of space, because they do have the possible firmament. But we're not gonna play with that, right? You know what I'm saying? But Moldavite definitely helps you to connect with those intergalactical energies. You know what I'm saying? Different dimensional energies, but definitely good for transformation. So in a high vibrational stone dealing with transformation, so it's gonna really move you into, being your soulful self. And then briefly, I'm gonna go over a few other stones that would be good to use during this time. Malachite, great stone, stone of transformation. Malachite is a copper-based stone, so it's definitely gonna help with that connection with the ancestors. Matter of fact, I got chrysocolla right here too, so I might as well add that in because chrysocolla and malachite both are like copper-based crystals, and they form off of, in essence, some of them form off of copper ores, but they deal with copper. But malachite protect you from negativity on a high level, and it's good for transformation. Also good at like bringing that spider sensibility of knowing that something is about to happen before it happens. Kind of give you that little gut feeling. Matter of fact, because it also deals with the solar plexus and the heart chakra. Really good for opening up the heart chakra. Chrysocolla is going to deal with the solar plexus, sacral, heart, and throat chakra. And higher heart chakra for that manner. As a matter of fact, moving forward, you want to be, solar plexus, confidence, creativity to deal with whatever you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? All the self-esteem, sexual energy, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, like you moving forward with all kind of things with this moon and Leo energy, you know, and the Chrysocolla Malachite, definitely the copper in it will help support that solar plexus energy, you know, that fiery, you know, create solar plexus and sacral energy, dealing with Chrysocolla too. Golden rutile, you know, which is basically like the antennas within quartz or golden rutile quartz would be, you know, the quartz to have. But and that's good for amplifying abundance, for setting intentions and amplifying that, but good with manifestations. And it does resonate with the solar plexus. So again, manifestation, confidence, creativity, you know, dealing with the golden rutile, septarian, you know, had to put that on the list. Oh, I could have dropped on the computer. I had to put that on the list with the yellow calcite in it. It's gonna help with the solar plexus, help with the creativity, but also septarian itself is good for confidence with speaking, good for public speaking. So right now, like we're moving forward into being who we truly are, that means having to tell people, hey, this is who I truly am. You know what I'm saying? Not biting our tongue about it. So, you know, crystals like that would benefit us, you know, perfectly, having confidence and having that throat chakra balance enough to speak up on the situation. Like, hey, you know, this is my plans on this business. I look, I appreciate your advice. I appreciate your point of view, but this is how I'm doing it, or this is why I'm at in life, or you know, just speaking up, you know, on a very confident level. So, Septarian, good for that, and it has a ground in the earth energy of aragonite, so it's definitely going to help you ground yourself to the earth star, because that definitely helps while dealing with these transformations. And you know, matter of fact, because if you was using these other stones like moldavite, uh, high vibrational stones of transformation, is good to be grounded, which malachite provides grounding also too, which makes it good in combination with moldavite also. Peridot or peridot. Peridot is the birthstone of Leo, and it embodies the energy of the heart energy. Definitely like the heart energy, and also like with a confident energy, also dealing with like healing yourself. So very healing, confidence and abundance, you know, peridot, definitely a good stone to have. In fact, keeping you optimistic, dealing with abundance also. Then you got citrine, citrine dealing with creativity, and also because it's quartz in essence, is gonna have a connection to the pineal gland, so that's gonna have like a little ability of manifestation with your solar plexus, and you know, basically amplifying your abundant intentions, because it is quartz. You could kind of put you know, use it with amplifying intentions towards like abundance and things of this nature. But definitely help you to stay, you know, and it transmute negativity. So it's gonna help you, you know, transmute negativity, stay in that higher vibration and dealing with confidence of the solar plexus. Pyrite, another one. Uh, but it adds a little bit of analytical skills. So basically and tunes the memory and the brain capacities also while dealing with the solar plexus. Is good for business people, good for manifesting uh, different business relationships and different things dealing with being an entrepreneur. So pyrite definitely good, and it resonates with that solar energy, solar plexus, Leo energy. uh, Emerald is another good one. Emerald, you know, as you're going forward, emerald helps to cut the cards on the spleen chakra for energy vamps. So emerald would be good for that. Moving forward, you want to you know, cut these cards, get away from, you know, any hindering beings or people, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You want to basically, you know, and and not that you have to use. I'm just doing the motion of cutting it, but just wearing the emerald in general protection from that. And emerald deals a lot with self-love. You know, right now, Leo energy, love. You know, that heart confidence and self-love is about confidently loving yourself, because knowing that and being confident in being who you are, you gain that more and more self-love, when you move into, like, when you really being yourself and you're like, bro, I really love myself, like, because you really being, that person who you love, that true self, you know what I'm saying? So, Emerald definitely help with that, and it also deals with abundance in the heart energy also. Danbarite is a high vibrational song, a high vibrational crystal, I should say, and it sacred is very how I say, it has a lot of synchronicity with Moldavite. Moldavite and Amberite is two of the 12 synergy stones. But the Amberite is good for working with that heart energy. Leo deals with the heart. You know, everything right now is following our heart. Matter of fact, because the heart is the master, the brain is the tool. So dealing with, uplifting that heart. Because that heart is what get us to that soul connection. It's the heart that sends you up. And is the heart, and dealing with the energy of the pineal, using the pineal as a tool, you know what I'm saying? So, the amberite definitely good for those high vibrational heart energies, dealing with the high heart and connection to angels and spirit guides. So, also in these times, it'd be nice to connect with angels and spirit guides, give us that good feeling of well-being and help us to know that we're following our heart in the right direction. They're gonna be whispering in our ear and letting us know, sending us those synchronized times, letting you know, hey, you good. Then you gotta also, lastly, which I say I wasn't gonna get too deep in the just brief explanations, but amber deals with the solar plexus sacral chakra, so it deals with a lot of creativity. It's also gonna deal. Matter of fact, amber is a very healing crystal. Like amber really is really good for healing physical ailments and stuff like that. But just good energy in general, dealing with the connection with the solar plexus, sacral chakra, really, and that solar energy, that creativity moving forward, dealing with any endeavors, any projects you're working on, any entrepreneur business you're working on, you need that creativity, got that, to come up with these ideas to do different things. That amber would help with that. And then these last two are two stones that don't directly deal with the solar energy, but deals with transformation, but in a way that's taking you through the dark side, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta go through the dark side. You can't run from the darkness, you know what I'm saying? If we are everything in the universe, that means you are the light and the dark. So you can't run away from yourself. It's impossible. So Dryvite. Dryvite is also known, I think I've heard it called, it's like a brown tourmaline. It's like champagne, I think, champagne tourmaline, I done heard it be called. But it's basically like a brownish, almost look like the color of a soda, like a cola, or like a soda basically. You know what I'm saying? That's the color of it in essence. But Dryvite is good for basically keeping negative energy away, real good grounding to the Earth Star chakra, and basically helping you to remove all those old past. Matter of fact, that this little line becomes redundant, like all the old thought forms and ideas and ways of thinking that no longer serve you. You know what I'm saying? But it really works strongly with purging that, and right alongside with Black Obsidian. Y'all know how much I talk. I don't even have to. All I have to do is just say Black Obsidian and drop the mic like Black Obsidian. Walk away. But Black Obsidian is gonna definitely, what I'm saying, take you through that growth and make sure you basically like before washing your clothes, shaking and making sure all the change not in your pocket before you put the pants in the washer. That's what Black Obsidian do to your soul and your inner being. It's shaking all that darkness out of you, bringing it to light, and like let's make sure we get all this shit out of here. Make sure we get it all out before we move forward. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want no little change in our pot. You know what I'm saying? We want the vibration of none of that lingering to mess with us in the future. So, Black Obsidian definitely will purge all those negative, dark things that you've been running from or ignoring. Is going to bring it up to light to help you to embrace it and accept it to move forward. Because that's the thing. Anything you've done in the past, you could only accept it is done already. So stop beating yourself up about it, and feeling all bad. You just gotta move forward, accept the situation. Like it's cool. Like we go through things, so it's all good. But that's basically it. Uh, Again, don't beat yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with these different energies, we're all going through it. Like, even Zen masters falling off their Zen right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as like being affected with these energies. And what I mean by that, well, even if they're not going through it, they somewhere having to meditate even more extensively to make sure they stay in that area. You know what I'm saying? Because these energies is affecting us. Very strongly so, because the earth is going through a change, as above so below. You are too. you know but that's basically it. Peace. Happy now is the vibe rate, the rate at which we're vibing. Not going too far in the future, not going too far in the past, right now.